Tammy from amomandredhighheels.com. I'm here today to share some styling tips with you using the Subdue Revolution Flat Iron from Folica.com. To begin, I typically wear my hair like this on an average day. I have a Brazilian blowout, so it's very easy to blow dry it straight. And then I just take the flat iron to smooth it out, give it a polished look, and style my bangs. So that's where we'll begin. When I'm doing my hair for a daily hairstyle, I'll shower at night, blow dry it at night. Then in the morning, all I need to do is take a few minutes to use my flat iron and run through my hair. So the basic principle is just run the flat iron through my hair a couple of times. No more than maybe 2 or 3 passes per strand of hair, because you don't want to fry your hair. The Subdue goes up to 450 degrees, which is quite hot. Most people don't need their flat iron temperature that warm. But if you have extremely kinky hair, you could use that heat setting. So anyway, I just kind of run it through, and then I'll take my bangs and I'll run it through my bangs. I like to have my bangs straight down across my forehead. It kind of helps to hide the fine line here that's not so fine anymore. That happens when we get older, unfortunately. So that's my basic hairstyle for every day. And then I'll take some spray wax and spray it all over and just make it a little bit more piecey. So if I want to take my everyday look and upgrade it for an evening out with my husband or maybe a girls' night out, I'll add some volume and I'll do a side swept bang. So to add volume, we just take sections of hair from the crown, about 1 inch wide, in thin strips. If you do too thick of pieces or too wide of pieces, you're going to get a kink line. And you just leave it to cool. Demonstrate that again. You do about 2 or 3 times, depending on the width of your crown, if you have bangs or not. Just twist your wrist and pull it back and let it sit to get cool before you style it. And then I'm pretty much back at my bangs, so we'll do one more little strip here on the side. Pull it back and straight. And while that's cooling, I'm going to take my bangs and I'm going to do a side swept bang. So I part it on the side, and basically what I'm going to do is bring both sides of my bangs away from the center of my forehead. So I'm pulling it back away from my forehead. And I do the same thing on this side, pulling under, pulling it back and away. And that just creates a nice little under curl. And we're going to let that cool. While that's cooling, we'll go back to the crown. And it's got some nice volume from the flat iron, so I just add just a little bit of lift underneath with the comb. Finger smooth it. And then I do the same thing with my bangs, pulling them out. And then I have more volume to my hair. I could add a barrette with little sparkles. I could add a headband or something if I want to touch it up just a little bit. But this makes for a nice voluminous look that's a little bit different than every day. Now I could also do a half updo because I already have this nice volume here. But what I'm going to do now for the next demonstration is I'm going to do a side swept ponytail, and just for demonstration purposes I am going to use a clip. You would want to use an elastic covered ponytail holder and twist your hair around it to make it look prettier or something, add something sparkly. I'm just going to pull out a few strands of hair around my face, and then I'm going to take my flat iron and I'm going to curl those strands, starting at the base, keeping it clamped down as I turn it away from my head and down. And release it, and I'm going to let it cool before I mess with it, because that's going to help the hair hold better. Now my hairdresser taught me that creating curls, you want the most natural look, so you go away from your head and towards your head when you're creating the curls. That one came toward my face, now this one's going to go away from my face. and you'll get a more natural look. And we're going to just do this one piece here again. Holding the key to getting the curl to come out right is making sure it stays clamped the whole time that you are curling it. Now while those pieces cool, I can either let my bangs stay inside swept, I can bring them back across my brow, or I can do the Farrah Fawcett flip out, which is what I'm going to do with just a section of my bangs. So I'm going to take my bangs and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to curl them away from my face. And I'm going to take the back portion of my bangs here, because my bangs up front are too short to get the full feathered look. So I'm going to just take the back portion of my bangs, twirl it around and pull it out, and then I get a nice feathered look right here. And now I can separate them since it's starting to cool. Tuck it back, just kind of finger comb it. If I want to go back in and add a little bit more feathering to the bangs or any part of it, I can. But this is a really simple way to spruce up your hairstyle a little bit. I could use the flat iron to curl my whole head of hair, or I could just leave it half up like this, or up in a ponytail like this, or do a half updo. So you can use a flat iron for all kinds of things. Finally, you would set it with a hairspray. I like L'Oreal Elnet Satin. You can get this also on Folica.com, as well as a wide variety of flat irons, including the Sidhu Revolution. Make sure to visit a Mom in Red High Heels for more hairstyling, beauty, and fashion tips. Thanks!